Geometry Dash has 21 main levels, but with only 21 levels, the game would run out of content really quickly. And so, in the early days of Geometry Dash, the level editor was made. And within the level editor, you can create your own custom levels using any of the blocks provided by RobTop. However, in order to prevent stress on the servers and personal lag on people's devices, RobTop implemented the object limit. As you can see here, if I place an object down, it will count as one object. As you can see, objects, 1 out of 40,000. Now 40,000 is a soft cap. If I just create like a giant thing like here, now we have 683 objects. I can copy paste a couple times, then copy paste that, and now we're up to 20,000. So if I copy and paste one more time, you can see that we run into an error. You have reached the max limit of 40,000 objects. You may increase this limit to 80,000, but your level may become unstable on some devices. This will also give the little red plus sign next to the uploader's name on a level, which indicates high object count. If we hit increase, it simply just raises the object cap to 80,000 and indicates that it is high objects. However, with the skill of decorators increasing over the ages, a lot of levels have had to increase the object cap simply to be able to obtain the level of decoration that they are going for. Right here, I have the Demonlist, which is not updated because Avernus is top 1 now, but as you can see, red plus, 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 and red plus. It is simply unrealistic for creators to create high quality levels without going over the 80,000 object limit. If the 80,000 object limit prevents you from building any more, then how did people manage to get over it? Well, a talented programmer by the name of Absolute programmed a client called MegaHack. And MegaHack has several different features. If I press tab, you can see all of them. What we're actually interested in here is the Creator tab. As you can see, there's a lot of hacks here, and it allows you to do a lot of things. But most importantly, as you can see, object bypass. This simply just removes the object limit. And now if I go into a level that has the object cap increased over this limit, we can see that it simply just has way over 80,000. But there have been levels created with 1 million objects or more. Now recent creations such as Limbo have even more objects. If we head over to the Geometry Dash fan wiki and go to Limbo's page, as you can see here, according to the GD fan wiki, Limbo contains 392,425 objects. That's a lot of objects. Now, even for users such as me who have higher NPCs, it still can be a struggle to run these immense levels. In fact, if I go into Limbo right now, it might even crash. This isn't a laggy section in Limbo, so it's not really a good part to showcase, but for example, parts halfway around in the level, you can see on Doggy's completion that his computer does take a pretty heavy hit. Now the solution to this is really nice because RobTop added a feature in the level editor that allows you to tag certain objects like level decoration that is unnecessary to the gameplay as high detail. So if I mark this object as high detail and go into the level, for fuck's sake. Alright, I'm going to mark this object as high detail. So if I go in to play it normally, it shows up. But then if I click the low detail mode, it will remove that object. It's no longer here, and you can simply beat the level. Now obviously many people have made quote-unquote impossible levels, for example by putting a bunch of spikes and marking them as high detail, but the main use for low detail mode is to hide unnecessary decoration and not remove any of the gameplay. Now in theory, this should work really well. For example, if I go into Black Flag, as you can see, my computer is literally just not having it. But as you can see, I'm heavily dropping frames, it's really unsteady, it's simply unplayable. So if I go into low detail mode and try playing the level, it will get rid of some of the decoration. And as you can see, I'm running a lot better now. However, there is a dark side of this. If you allocate too much RAM to Geometry Dash will invest way too much RAM into creating the level when you press the play button, and if you press low detail mode, it will just simply overestimate the amount of RAM it needs to create and render all the objects in, and from there, Geometry Dash has two options. A, it can simply crash, or B, it can get rid of all its problems by deleting the entire level. In fact, I'll go ahead and show that footage right now. So I technically beat this Extreme Demon without even playing it at all. As you can see, I have 30 attempts and 82 jumps, and somehow still beat it. So how does this affect you? Well, first, if you're that type of person who doesn't actually care about beating the Extreme Demon legitimately, then you can just do this on your phone and keep going into the game and pressing low detail mode until it just deletes the level, because I guarantee you it will happen eventually. And here's another example of a person having a similar glitch on Limbo. As you can see, the level's loading, he clicks low detail mode and hits play, and the level's just straight up gone. And just like that, you even get the rewards for it. As you can see, 10 stars, 500 orbs. So yeah, it's pretty crazy and pretty bugged. As you can see, most of the comments are just trolls being trolls. And this guy even commented, technically you can go onto the Demonlist now, which I will address later. As you can see, this person says it's because the computer used more memory to create the level than you playing the level, and you can verify this yourself by opening your task manager in another monitor or something, and then watching the RAM just skyrocket through the roof as you attempt to load the level. Luckily though, if you have MegaHack, you can also just uncomplete the level. But now let's talk about if this is a legitimate thing you can do. So on pointercreate.com, they have a bunch of different rules for submitting your records, and as you can see, they have their own section on low detail modes. So obviously built-in low detail modes don't matter. If it's in the level already, then do it, whatever. But custom low detail modes, which are where users will copy the level and then remove certain objects, are a little bit more iffy. As you can see, they're strongly advised to clear any custom low detail modes because it is easy to remove a few spikes here and there and then call it, oh, it's just a low detail mode. And as you can see here, if you do strong level low detail modes or simply just remove gameplay, then it violates their guidelines for gameplay changes. So that doesn't really answer our question because it's not really a glitch inherently within low detail mode, it's simply just a bug. So can you still get your record accepted if you get this rare bug? Well, unfortunately no. Under Section 8, eligibility for records, it says this about skips. There are 3 types of skips. Type 1 isn't always allowed. For example, the Sonic Wave skip. Very well known, it doesn't really change the gameplay a lot, and it deviates from the original route. That's okay. However, ours just straight up removes the level, so it's not really deviating from the original route because there is no route anymore. And it also says Type 1 skips will only affect the difficulty in a non-meaningful way. Type 2, allowed if not patched. This bug has been in Geometry Dash for apparently since 1.9, and it says that Type 2 skips will be accepted unless they are patched in the level on the servers. So if the level gets updated and that unintended skip gets patched, then bye-bye. However, this also isn't specific to the level you're playing. You can get this on Black Flag like I did on Limbo or any other level that has an extremely high object count. So unfortunately, that means that these types of skips are Type 3 skips. It takes a secret way to bypass the entire level, not just the hardest part. Which means that unfortunately, no, we will not be seeing a lot more victors of Limbo suddenly pop up out of nowhere. But yeah, if you are a mobile player or a PC player and you don't care about actually legitimately beating a level and you just want that screenshot to show to your friends, go ahead and do this bug. Again, all you have to do is constantly reload the level until your game allocates way too much RAM and it will just delete the level. It's great.
Walking on fighting side of me.
That don't look like it.
It don't. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!